This is Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fans, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Hello and good day to y'all. How's it going? Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. I'm your host, Sean David. Thanks for tuning in. You know what time it is? It is old school NBA time. So in today's episode, I want to talk about one of the most underrated guards of the 1980s and 1990s. I'm, of course, talking about Ron Harper. So we're going to take a look back at his incredible NBA career. So sit back, buckle up, and let's get right into it.
Ron Harper used to give Michael fits before his injury.
He played him tough.
Ron Harper gave Michael Jordan fits before his
He's
injury.
working very hard on Michael right now. Lenny Wilkins feels very comfortable with this matchup, especially when Michael goes down in and posts up.
The Cleveland Cavaliers select Ron Harper of Miami of Ohio.
He played the lane beautifully that time on Hardaway.
Roddy going coast to coast.
Oh, yes! Ronnie Harper with 8 points.
So let me take you back to the mid-1980s to the beginning of the basketball career of Ron Harper. From 1982 to 1986, Ron Harper played college ball at Miami University. Right from the start, Harper would be a key player for his team, averaging 12 points and 7 rebounds in his first season. Soon he would turn into a star player, showing his all-around basketball skills not only on offense but also on defense. Scouting reports would say that he might be the most athletic player in college ball in 1985. He had plenty of games where he would score more than 30 points and grab more than 10 rebounds. Harper is Miami's all-time leading scorer and also leads in rebounding. He was the first men's player in MAC history to score 2,000 points and grab 1,000 rebounds in a career. Then when it came to the draft, Ron Harper easily could have been a top 5 pick, but then was the Cleveland Cavaliers who selected Ron Harper with the 8th pick.
Stern is ready. Let's go now to the podium and David Stern.
The Cleveland Cavaliers select Ron Harper of Miami of Ohio.
Ron Harper, there are those who say that Ron Harper is the very best selection in terms of an athlete in the draft. He is 6'6". He played at Miami of Ohio. He's one of the best all-around players in the draft. He finished in the top 10 in the nation in scoring, rebounding, and steals. Ron Harper from Miami of Ohio.
In his rookie season, Ron Harper would be entrusted with a lot of responsibility from his head coach, Lenny Wilkins. Playing 37 minutes per game, Ron would be the starting shooting guards and also the first scoring option. At that point, the Cleveland Cavaliers weren't that Eastern Conference powerhouse that they would later become. Ron Harper would average 23 points and almost 5 rebounds and assists per game, but lose the Rookie of the Year race to Chuck Person. The Cavaliers would miss the playoffs, but just one season later, Ron would be surrounded by a great team, playing alongside Mark Price, Larry Nance, and Brett Doherty. Even though Ron's numbers dropped a little, he was now playing for an up-and-coming team. Harper and Mark Price would often switch positions so that Ron could pass the ball to Mark and Mark would shoot with a swish. Another thing that Ron Harper did extremely well was guarding the elite player on the opposing team. It seemed like the better the player, the better Ron's defense. Especially when he played against Michael Jordan, he would more than hold his own.
Because they're very, very active inside. Steal by Harper. 2-on-2 and Harper. And then blocked Cartwright off the defensive board. A two-point field by Davis in the corner. Harper with 7 seconds to go. The Cavaliers looking for the lead on the last shot. Oh! Harper will give it with 2 seconds to go. Yes, yes, Jordan shot.
At that point, Ron Harper was one of the best players in the league, but still he was not voted an NBA All-Star. Was he not good enough? No, his numbers were up there with the greats, and he played great. But we have to remember the Eastern Conference at that time was loaded with NBA legends. It was just not easy to make the All-Star team. Still, Harper performed well, but then in 1989, he was traded to the Los Angeles Clippers, a team that desperately needed a change and a player who could help them to finally become a playoff contender. And it was looking great at first. Harper was playing extremely well, putting up great numbers, but only after 28 games, he had a season-ending injury. From this point onwards, Ron Harper would be a different player. He had to adapt. He wasn't that high-flying player anymore, but more of a smart, fundamentally sound player who would get his points the easy way. He had to, because he would have some more serious injuries. Then in 1994, Harper would adapt one more time. In 1994, when Michael Jordan was not playing for the Chicago Bulls, Jerry Krause had to make a move and find a player who could really assist Scottie Pippen and the team. So Ron Harper was a very good choice. While Ron Harper was wearing the Bulls uniform for the first time, he had to understand that his role was a totally different one. Scottie Pippen was the clear leader of the team, and even though Harper would start in most games, his job by Phil Jackson was just different. But this would change even more when Michael Jordan came back in 1995.
He's not only the other guard on the Bulls, he's the other Harper in this series. The Bulls' Ron Harper, who ironically was compared by some to Michael Jordan when he came out of Miami of Ohio. Ron Harper was a very fine scorer his first 8 years in the league. He averaged over 19 a game with the Cavs and the Clippers. Then he became a Bull last year. Michael Jordan returned and Harper's role changed. The numbers are no longer gaudy, but now Ron Harper is playing meaningful games in May. Peter Bessie spoke with him.
Last year made me a very strong man.
From North Carolina, number 45, Michael Jordan.
You know, he comes back, MJ, me, MJ. If I was a coach, I'd pick MJ too. And so, it was his show.
After signing a $19 million deal with the Bulls last season, Ron Harper became the best-paid 12th man in basketball. 1 year later, the man they once called the next Michael Jordan starts next to his airness.
Everybody wants to score points. I love to score points. I came into this league, I could score points. I wouldn't mind scoring points again. But in order to fit on a championship team, a team that has a chance, everybody must know what their basketball role is.
Even though Harper was not the first or second scoring option anymore, he would be now the starting point guard on a championship team, and with his long arms be the perfect addition defensively for Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, and Dennis Rodman. Harper was that perfect role player that every team needed. But on any given night, he could also score 20 points, if necessary. With Harper, the Bulls would win 3 championships in a row, and he was a vital part of that dynasty. And of course, we have to mention that when he joined the Los Angeles Lakers with his former head coach, Phil Jackson, he won another 2 championships.
Take one.
A two guard is a person that can flat out score for you.
Bounce to Harper, drives the right baseline underneath, scoops it up in. Harper into the forecourt, drives the lane, wham! With the right hand.
He's an all-around player, can go to the basket, can hit the open jumper.
Yeah, he fires and hits it.
Be super on a fast break.
Harper's shaking, baking, yeah.
And play both ends of the floor.
Harper steals the ball. Harper saves to Nance.
And not afraid to take it to the basket at crunch time.
Harper drives for the hoop. Wham! Stopped by Harper.
I'm a small-town kid, and I love the game.
Harper.
As a basketball player, your job is to go out on the court and give yourself a chance to win every basketball game.
Look at this play. Holy mackerel.
Ron was absolutely one of the top 5 all-around players that I saw throughout my era and beyond.
Harper makes a beautiful bank shot while double-teamed.
I guess somebody upstairs had their hand down here. Give me a chance to show guys that I really enjoy being around this game.
The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship.
I play basketball for the love of this game.
I can retire now and quit now. Maybe you want to do it. I'll be back next year.
So how good was Ron Harper in my opinion? Well, as you can see in the video, I think he was very much underrated. Not only a great scorer, but a great passer, rebounder, a guy who could really play defense, a lockdown defender. And when he came to the Bulls, he had to sacrifice a lot. And not every player is willing to do that. But because he did, not only did the Bulls win 3 championships, but he also helped to create that art on the hardwood. Alright you guys, that was it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the content. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I guess I'll see you next time on the Basketball Time Machine. You all stay healthy, take care, and goodbye.